The matter chop hot.
Asemene diloto. Hey! Aye!
We are back, and this is Roland's report. Welcome. My name is Roland AMARTEY. If you're watching for the first time, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share this content with other people. I've given you an ultimatum for you to tell me how I should be naming this particular episode, and this is all about in the camp of Shatta Wale. Right after the events, that is the Salah events from Berekum to Nima, the team prepared its wings to jet off to Berekum. That is on Saturday 13th of April, and this was a very beautiful experience. I mean, this is the second time I'm traveling with Shatta Wale to Berekum, and it was a very beautiful experience, of which I would want to update you on some of the beautiful things that happened during this particular trip. I've told you that, yes, just as always, I'm going to be giving updates. The last time I gave the video shoot, that is the Minamino Sen video shoot in Ayata. But don't forget that this particular episode or this particular show is sponsored by Shatta, Ghana's #1 ride hailing app. If this is your first time, go on Google Play Store or App Store, download the app, and enjoy commission-free rides as a driver. Just put in 20 Ghana cedis, and everything that you earn will be yours. And if you're a rider, just download the app and you stand a chance of enjoying the most affordable rides on the market from morning till night, anytime. So without wasting much time, yes, I've asked you to give me a name of which I should name this particular episode, as far as giving updates of what is happening in the camp of Shatta Wale. Whenever there is a huge project like this that needs to be talked about, let me know from you, what should I name this particular update? As far as giving some of these updates in the Shatta movement camp is concerned, let me know. But without wasting much time, let's enter into some beautiful 5 things that I think needs to be highlighted as far as the Berekum Konekt concert is concerned.
Lyrics we dey serve you. Come join the party, make we go. Let's go.
Of course, so if you're watching for the first time, don't forget to subscribe and also share this content with other people. Now let's enter into the matters, open and close quickly as soon as possible. So the first one that you need to take note was the fact that, yes, this was the second coming of Shatta Wale in Berekum, even though the venue that he performed at was a different venue. This is the first one that you need to take note of. Yeah, so the first event that we went to was obviously the sports stadium or the Berekum Park, where the whole place was packed, action filled. But now, this particular event took place at the Imfie Royal Hotel, where we lodged, and as usual, the event happened on the corridors of that particular edifice, and I must say it was beautiful. It was fantastic. It was a memorable one. The one that was so huge that, in fact, the whole place was packed, action packed, enjoyment from beginning to end, to even to the extent that even Shatta, when Shatta was done performing, people still stayed around, chilled and everything. Some people that were yearning for even Shatta's inclusion, like for Shatta to even come back to perform, were there, and it was a very beautiful one. Now the next one also has to do with his act of benevolence, that is from Accra. This particular act started from Accra, the airport, to Sunyani Airport, through to the streets of Berekum. It was beautiful. So from the Kotoka International Airport, just when Shatta was about to board his flight, some of the people that were working on the tarmac just approached him, and the fans and everything that they were giving him, in fact, man was touched, and before we realized, he started throwing money on them, one after the other on the tarmac before he boarded the flight. Yes, we know some of these things. Sometimes I ask myself, hey, so how does he maintain some of these things? Why does he even go about doing some of these things? And somebody will tell you that, okay, it is one of the reasons, or it is part of the reason why the people love him, because at any point in time he is showing some form of love. At any point in time he's letting the people know that, yes, I am with you regardless of my status. I still have you at heart to the extent that even what I have, we can still share. Right from the airport of Accra Kotoka International Airport, we touched down in Berekum or Sunyani Airport, and it was also another beautiful experience. Apparently, there were some kids that were there for an excursion. Yes, sometimes some of these kids are taken from school to have an experience of some of these things. Of course, you probably might not experience some of these things, but when you go to a proper school, you will definitely realize that some of these things are things that are done in the schools, just to make or give the children some form of beautiful experience. So yeah, Shatta met these beautiful kids that were lined up to see the aeroplanes as they descend and as they fly away. And fortunately for them, they caught Shatta's attention. And his act of benevolence also continued from that side, which was a very beautiful experience. So, right from the airport through to the street, in fact, if there was a day that Shatta has spread money to the extent that even some of his people were like, hey, where is all this money coming from? It is one of these trips, or it is this particular trip. Yes, the one in Ayata also stands tall in when it comes to some of these acts. But I tell you, this particular Berekum experience was one that was crazy. From the street to the extent that sometimes even we meet an empty street and he will still be throwing. So that yes, with the heart that somebody who probably need it would come meet it and pick it up, and it was crazy. It was crazy from there through, and even on stage, you can imagine, even on stage, it extended to even on stage during his performance, where some four people enjoyed some 500 Ghana cedis worth, or 500 cedis cash from Shatta. Imagine going to a show paying about 100 cedis or 120 Ghana cedis and leaving with 500 Ghana cedis. In fact, it was crazy. It was crazy. So Shatta's act of benevolence is the second one that you should take note. The third one also has to do with the crowd that met him at the airport. In fact, yes, I just told you that this is actually the second time the team hit Berekum, and I must say it was one of the most beautiful experience. Yes, the first one, the crowd was there to receive him. Shatta is a street lord. The people love him and all of that. But if we are talking about that experience in terms of crowd reception, I tell you, nothing beats the one that came to meet Shatta Wale at the airport. Let me say big shout outs to Jonila and his people who came to cover the whole experience. I mean, the number of people that thronged to the Sunyani airport to meet Shatta Wale and drive him back to Berekum was one that was very beautiful, that you can't even miss it. Like you ask yourself, so where are all these people coming from? And let me say big shout outs to US Entertainment who made this particular thing happen. US Entertainment did this, created all these people, and beautiful campaign that he did, out of the beautiful campaign that they did about the event, brought lots of people to meet their street king at the Sunyani airport and drive him all the way through the streets of Berekum to his final destination, which is the hotel where he was supposed to rest before his concert in the night. Now, the next point, which is the fourth point, has to do with the warm reception by our host US Entertainment. In fact, yes, we've been through experiences from one promoter to the other, and I must commend these guys for that beautiful reception. From the airport through to the street, the hotel, and everything was on point. Where, yes, even though there were one or two glitches, but then all in all, they did their best, and the reception at the venue, from the airport through to the hotel, through to the event ground, throughout the performance, and even back at the Sunyani airport to Accra, was obviously one that was very beautiful, that we commend them on. The fifth one was also a very successful event with his act of benevolence extending on stage, like I mentioned earlier. The concert was beautiful, the reception was beautiful, the crowd's attendance was beautiful. There wasn't a single dull moment where somebody would say, okay, I didn't enjoy this show. I mean, the only time somebody would say, okay, would have a downside was the fact that, okay, maybe they were expecting Shatta to perform more hours, but then he did the stipulated hours that the organizers gave him. So, aside that, these are some of the top 5 things that I think we should take note or need to be trumpeted in the camp of Shatta Wale as far as some of these Shatta movement updates are concerned. So if you love this, let me know. Like I said, give me a name of which I should name some of these episodes. Let me hear from you what you think, and also don't forget to subscribe, share this content with other people. Let them know and feel the beautiful things that you're enjoying on Roland's Report. Tell somebody about Roland's Report, and till then, we will meet on the next episode. Peace, and I'm out.
The matter chop hot. Assembly Diloto. Hey. Aye. Hey.